So let me start reading. May 8th. Later, when the boy was older, his mother brought him back to Pharaoh's daughter, who adopted him as her own son. The princess named him Moses, for she explained, "I lifted him out of the water." Exodus 2 verse 10, NLT, a baby in a basket. So I'm going to do my very own scripture of Moses' whole life, but not really whole of it, just a teensy bit, kind of like that much, a whole circle, yeah. So I'm going to read it, and if I do any wrong bits, comment it down below and say the right fact. So, he started when he was born, but Pharaoh wanted for all newborn babies to get thrown in a river, I think. And then when Moses was born, his parent, mom, and sister and brother, they went to a river, put him in a basket, and then he traveled all the way to Pharaoh's daughter when she was going to have a bath in the river. And it was the exact same river. But in the middle section, there were hippos, crocodiles, and loads more animals that were so dangerous and wanted to eat him. But God protected him. He traveled safely to Pharaoh's daughter, and she named him Moses. When Moses was older, he had a brother that also became Pharaoh after a few years when he was not there. And he was very mad because he hadn't seen him in a while. And he had his crown. But Moses, he didn't like what his brother was doing. So his brother went to a lion statue sitting on top. He had to climb the whole thing. It was, I think, as big as probably a house. As big as this house, I think. He had to climb the whole thing. But I think he had a ladder. He was sitting very gloomy. And when Moses came to talk to him, they were just talking conversations. Then God sent 10 plagues. The river turned into blood. Second, there were flies all over and stinged all the people. 3, for the 2, all the fishes and all the animals that were in the river, I think, died. 3, the wasps came. 4, I don't really know. Comment down below and see if you know. 5, comment it down below too. But I really want to say the 10th one. So, the 10th was the people had to put a line on their doorstep so their newborns, because they didn't have a newborn. But Moses' mother, sister, and brother were fine. They didn't even need to put a cross, but I think they just did. And then I think come in the other place that God sent. But after those 10 plagues, the Pharaoh's son died. And Moses said, from God's speech, let my people go. And he said no. And Moses would never give up. And he said, let my people go again. And then Pharaoh finally said, okay. So everyone from Egypt went on a long journey with Moses. But at nighttime, when they were all gone, Pharaoh changed his mind and woke up. Changed, and his army got changed too. He woke up everyone. Then they went into their chariots with their horses. They were nice and clean, and it looks like they were brand new. Then they chased Moses. Then they reached the Red Sea. God said, lift your staff up. And then the Red Sea opened up for Moses. But then when Pharaoh came, a fire started because of God. And that was very good. But all of them, some of them died, and a lot of them were alive. Even Pharaoh. But they went very quickly through that river. And then when Pharaoh and his army went in, it just splodged down on them, and they all drowned, and they couldn't even reach Moses anymore. And then they lived happily ever after. That's the whole story of Moses.